Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast of the day. The 2013 issue of Who's Who in Black Cleveland will be unveiled later this month. Its associate publisher, Rhonda Crowder, is here to tell us more about this year's issue and the individuals being recognized. Later on, we'll hear from the executive director of the President's Council Foundation, Nicole Bell-Moyer. And later in the broadcast after that, the founder and CEO of HBCU Preparatory Schools Network, Timothy Goller, will tell us about the annual Cool, Smooth, and Jazzy Celebrity Hair and Fashion Show, which will take place this evening, November the 10th. Good morning again. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope, and good to have you with us. And also good to have you with us is Rhonda Crowder, who's associate publisher of Who's Who in Black Cleveland.
Good morning.
To have you with us. Tell us about Who's Who in Black Cleveland. What is this publication?
Well, Who's Who in Black Cleveland is a coffee-style directory, full color, and it highlights the most accomplished, most influential African Americans in our area.
Mm-hmm. And it comes out every year, and
comes
it tells
out
about
every
who's
year.
who, and literally who's who in Black
exactly.
Cleveland. It's a who's who.
Yes.
This issue this year is going to be a little bit different than previous years.
Yes.
Tell me about that, Rhonda.
Well, this is our 9th edition, and this year we'll be celebrating champions of diversity. But most importantly, I think this is the first time that we'll be highlighting emerging leaders, ages 25 to 40. So it's going to be the most intergenerational book and event that we've had here in Cleveland.
Yeah. What prompted the change? Well, what made you think about a change in how you do it?
Well, we thought it should be more inclusive. There's a lot of young people in our communities that's doing great things, and they should be recognized, and they should be encouraged.
On my desk, and I grabbed this just before we did it, I don't have last year's on my desk, but this one from several years ago is on my desk with a photograph of the late Stephanie Tubbs Jones when she was very much alive, and it was dedicated to her that year. But the format is basically the same.
The format is the same.
You were talking about the changes that you made.
The cover will change, of course.
And in there are just photographs of various people in the black community of Greater Cleveland who have done outstanding things, and a little write-up on them, and a lot of folks that we know or perhaps don't know are in there, and there's a picture of me in there somewhere in there, but this is not about me. This is about you. Why do you see it's important to have a Who's Who in Black Cleveland edition?
The mission of Who's Who is twofold. Is one, to provide a resource tool for professionals. So we know who's who and where they are. So when we come into a community, you know, and if we want to do business with somebody at Key Bank, we can open up this book and see who those African Americans are in that organization. The second part, which is probably a lot more dear to me, is to inspire young people. Our children will become what they can see, and I think this book, when in the hands of young people, can really make a difference, because they begin to see African Americans in roles that they didn't traditionally see them in.
And this is really a very nice publication, the Who's Who in Black Cleveland. It's part of a Who's Who in Black America. There's Detroit and Baltimore and Chicago and Atlanta and New York and all across the country. And we have one for Cleveland. You're working with Connie Harper of the Cleveland Call-and-Post.
Well, actually, Connie stepped down as associate publisher last year.
Yeah, she had done it for many years.
She did it for 8 years, and I saw it as an opportunity to carry on the work that she started, and so I was named associate publisher for the 9th edition and going forward, and I still work very closely with Connie.
Tell me about the big event, which is going to be held Tuesday, November the 26th at the Intercontinental Hotel on Carnegie Avenue.
It is our networking reception and unveiling event. I like to think of our networking reception as the premier networking event in the city. There's no other networking event where you can be in the same room with the mayor and other influential African Americans for less than $100. So it's a great networking reception. We'll unveil the book. The book will be on sale. There will be live entertainment. The event is actually free this year as well, so all you have to do is RSVP.
And how do we RSVP to get there?
Go to www.who'swhopublishing.com.
Who's Who publishing.com, and you can RSVP.
Yes.
No cost at all.
No cost.
And it's always a good time. They got beverages there, and they got food there, and as you said, music, and lots of good times, and many, well, hundreds and hundreds of people throughout all of Greater Cleveland, not just black people, but through the entire spectrum.
And we're actually featuring African American who's who in Akron and who's who in Canton this year as well. So we're going to be bringing in the entire region.
So Northeast Ohio.
Northeast Ohio.
Of course, I'll be there. I usually am there one way or the
are.
other. I'm master of ceremonies for the event, this program, and as I've done for the last, many years, I suppose. And it's always a treat for me to be involved with all these wonderful people. As the associate publisher, Rhonda Crowder, what's your vision for who's who in Black Cleveland as you look downrange, even beyond Tuesday, November the 26th?
I envision the book, the brand becoming stronger in the Cleveland area, where people know about it, people anticipate it coming out, and I definitely envision getting it in the hands of more children, more young people, children in the inner cities, where I think it can really make a difference.
And they can see people who have made a difference in their lives and the lives of America and Cleveland, of course, and be inspired by reading about some of the black people who have done significant things in our community and still are doing significant things.
Exactly. Yes, thank you.
All right, and there's a phone number we're going to put on the air, on the screen. That is 701-8068, 701-8068. That's in the 216 area code. And I advise you to go to who'swhopublishing.com to get more information on everything we're talking about. The event is free, and it's Tuesday, November the 26th, the Intercontinental Hotel, which is on Carnegie Avenue, right there on the Cleveland Clinic campus.
Yes.
Good to have you with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it is my pleasure. And I'll see you November the 26th.
Thank you.
Take care, Rhonda. Good to see you, my friend.
Yes.
Taking a break right now. You can log on to newsnet5.com each week to see what's coming up on Kaleidoscope. Coming up next on this broadcast, we'll hear about the President's Council Foundation after these words, especially for you. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. The President's Council Foundation provides resources to help African American businesses contribute to the economic growth and development of Northeast Ohio. Its Executive Director, Nicole Bell-Moy, is here to tell us more about the organization and its programs. Good to have you with us, Nicole.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
Oh, always good to have you with us, my friend. Tell me about the President's Council Foundation. What is it that you're doing?
Sure. The President's Council Foundation, like you said, is really focused on working with African American businesses and also students who we believe will be that next generation of black entrepreneurs and leaders in the community. We run two programs, one called our Emerging Entrepreneurs Program that really works with those black entrepreneurs to help them come up with ways to grow their business and get them to the next level. And the other one is our PC Scholars Program that works with Cleveland High School students, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, helping them graduate high school, enter into a 2-year, 4-year college, and really make goals on how they can really have a wonderful life.
What do you tell the high school kids about this thing called life? And of course, I know you tell them about the importance of getting through high school and graduating. But what do you tell them that fits in with the President's Council Foundation mission?
You know, the thing I like is we're opening their eyes to a different way of life. So some of them might think that being a doctor is the only thing that you do in the healthcare field, but there's so many other opportunities where you can own your own business. So connecting them with some of the entrepreneurs that are involved with the President's Council Foundation and having them see, I own a home health care company. You know, this is my baby, this is what I do every day, and I'm still in that healthcare field. So talking to them about entrepreneurship and just different avenues they can take.
That's part of your Emerging Entrepreneur Program,
Yeah,
right?
they come back and they mentor some of our high school kids, too.
How is that working now?
Great. It's exciting. I think one of the things I really like about the relationship with both programs is our students are seeing people who may have grown up in similar situations that they did, and they have grown successful businesses and are really community leaders, and I think it makes the students want to strive to be a little bit better.
Somebody once said, oh, well, not somebody, but a whole lot of somebodies have said that now that the civil rights movement has taken, it did what it did. And now the new movement is about economics and getting a piece of that of that pie. Some people weren't even, years ago, weren't even seated at the table where the pie was cut. Now we're seated at the table, and we want a piece of that pie. That's all part of what you're talking about at the President's Council.
That is. That's all part of our world. You know, we've just, we're in the middle of a really exciting strategic plan right now to lay out what we're going to be doing to impact this community over the next 5 years. And we just shifted our mission to include advocacy in it, to make sure that we are at that table and helping to continue to be that voice of Black business in the community. And I'm excited.
How do businesses and the school kids, how do both get in touch with you to be a part of the President's Council and your expanding programs?
The website, thepresidentscouncil.org, is a wonderful resource of information. You can find applications to apply for the program. Each program you have to do an application, and we'll review all of them and do a sit-down interview with you. With the high school program, we work closely with the guidance counselors of some of the different schools. So going through your guidance counselor is a great resource.
And the guidance counselors can get the kids all linked up with you.
Absolutely.
Now, what about the businesses now? What kind of help can you provide the businesses?
Yeah, we really open up our network to help these businesses really infiltrate, I guess you can say, the right people on how they can grow their business. In addition to that, we work with Baldwin Wallace University in a 10-month program with the people who are involved. And we meet once a month for 10 months on a Saturday morning to really sit down and look at your business and what areas that you can grow. So we're providing that support not only in networking, but also to help you think outside of the box on ways that you can grow your business.
You sit down and you say, now let's take a look at what you're doing with this XYZ corporation.
Yep.
We think that you can make some moves over in this direction if you do this.
Yep.
And you give them some training, you give them some deep thought on that, correct?
We do. And I think what we find is a lot of entrepreneurs are working every day just to survive. They don't really have that chance to sit back and look at what can I do to get to the next level. So that time that you're setting aside on a Saturday is really dedicated time to allow you to do that.
Are you looking mostly at minority-owned businesses?
Yes, African-American-owned businesses.
Because they're the ones that need the help, that need that leg up.
Yeah, yes they do.
Let me put a phone number on the screen. You can get more information on everything we're talking about. It is area code 216-771-8702. You can also go to thepresidentscouncil.org, thepresidentscouncil.org, more information on everything we're talking about. You also take donations from anybody who wants to write a check and say, if I want to write a check to the President's Council for $1,000 or $20,000, you're glad to take that check.
I would be happy to take that check. $50 even too.
Whatever you can, whatever you can afford.
Works.
You're looking for volunteers to help you do what you do?
Yes, we are always looking for volunteers, especially when it comes to mentors, of working with both our business owners and our students. So we always have that, and we throw 2 big fundraising events every year. One's our golf outing and one's our wine tasting fundraiser. So volunteers help make my world go round to make those successful.
How long have you been Executive Director, Nicole Bell Moy, of the President's Council?
I've been with the organization for 5 years, and I've been at the helm for 2 now.
And it's been a good 5 years?
It has been a wonderful 5 years. I love what I do.
And a good 2 years at the helm.
Great 2 years, yeah.
When you're at the helm, you're the captain of the ship steering through the waters.
That's right. That's right.
Good to have you here, Nicole.
Thank you.
Bell Moy, Executive Director of the President's Council. We wish you well.
Thank you very much.
And let's hope we can get somebody to write a check. Certainly, if they go to that website, thepresidentscouncil.org, you can find out the address and find out more information on everything we're talking about, or dial 771-8702 in the 216 area code.
Yes.
Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you so much.
Oh, good to see you, my friend.
You too. Have a good one.
Oh, we'll have a good one indeed. I'm going to take a break. This is Kaleidoscope. I'll be right back in just a moment. You're in touch with Kaleidoscope. Glad to have you aboard, too. The annual Cool, Smooth, and Jazzy Celebrity Hair and Fashion Show benefit takes place this Sunday evening, November the 10th. Each year, proceeds from the event benefit a local organization. This year, HBCU Preparatory Schools Network will be the recipient. Its founder and CEO, Timothy Golder, is here to talk about the HBCU school and explain why you should support the Cool, Smooth, and Jazzy event.
Yes.
Hey, Timothy, how are you?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Tell me about HBCU Preparatory Schools Network. What is that?
It is a national model for urban education, started right here in Cleveland, Ohio. It's a model based on a historic model of historically black colleges and universities. HBCUs. So we were looking around trying to figure out what is the most significant, most impactful model for educating black people in America, irrespective of age. And when we looked at it, we said, well, it exists at the post-secondary, in college, Morehouse and Hampton and Howard. There's 106 black colleges and universities all around the country. And so we utilize that model at the primary level and secondary level.
Yeah, and your school is located on Shaker Boulevard?
It's located on Shaker Boulevard at Our Lady of Peace at 12601 Shaker Boulevard.
12601, 12601 Shaker Boulevard.
Yes.
Right near Shaker Square.
Right near Shaker Square.
Right a block away from Shaker Square. What grade levels do you have at your
Well,
school?
right now our grades are kindergarten through 6th, but we'll be adding 7th and 8th grade for the next year.
And your curriculum is getting them ready for the long run.
Well, I mean, the best thing is that our children are performing. We not only are a good school, but we are an excellent school. We're one of the top schools in the region.
Well, later on today, which is Sunday, November the 10th, starting at 5:45, you've got a big event taking place. Tell me about the Cool, Smooth, and Jazzy program, which the benefits will go to your school.
Yes, they do, and we're very privileged. The Cool, Smooth, and Jazzy hair and fashion benefit is, this is their 16th year. It's sponsored by Case Western Reserve, Neon Health, J Honda, and so it's a fantastic event that we're excited about. So you need to go out and get your tickets today. Yeah,
because it's going to be today. Where are you holding this event at?
It's going to be held at the school. It's going to be held at our school.
Right there at 12601 Shaker Boulevard.
Yes.
Well, you ought to be glad. I mean, they're putting some money into that, and I'm going to ask camera 3 to hold that shot because I'm going to turn this around right there, and you've got a whole bunch of people, and we're not going to name them all, but certainly Danita Harris of New Channel 5 is one of the hosts on there. She's down here at the right there. No, that one there. Other one right there. That's Danita and a bunch of other folks. All these people are involved in it one way or another.
Yes, they are.
Tell me about that now. How that makes you feel to have all of these people lending their name and their to what you're doing.
Well, it's humbling. It's a very humbling experience, and we're just thankful. I mean, and just in gratitude that they all are participating.
So all of this allows you to continue to do what you want to do. What do you see downrange? Tim Goler, you're the founder and the CEO of the HBCU Preparatory Schools Network. What do you see as you look downrange when it comes to education and helping our young people?
Well, what I hope to see is that these schools help to begin to generate or regenerate our community. You know, we think that schools like this that are culturally specific help to give our kids a sense of their own identity. And through that, they're able to have a sense of self-worth and be able to go out in the community and contribute.
What's been the reaction from the parents of the kids who've been involved in your school?
Oh, the parents they love it. Once you tell them that the school is modeled after a Morehouse or a Norfolk State or a Hampton or Howard, they get excited and they want their children to be a part of that.
And these colleges have certainly helped America build itself. These historically black colleges and universities of Morehouse. Martin Luther King went to Morehouse.
That's right.
The Reverend Otis Moss here in Cleveland went to Morehouse, and thousands and thousands of other very talented men. And then you've got the other black colleges. Howard University down in Washington, D.C.
Right.
Just across the country.
Right.
That's all part of the fabric of this nation. Is that what you're telling the kids there and their parents?
Absolutely. I mean, the HBCUs have produced some significant people, and we want our children to be able to follow in those type of footsteps, great leaders.
When should parents start mentioning the word college to their children?
In kindergarten. I mean, right away. I mean, there's no need to wait. So that's one great part of our school is HBCU prep schools. We start talking about colleges right in kindergarten.
So people can link up with you by going to hbcuprepschools.org.
Yes,
get more information.
HBCUprepschools.org.
And then get more information on everything we're talking about. And they can telephone you too at the school?
Yes.
Give me a number where they can call you. And
216-812-0244.
Did you see that number at the bottom of the screen?
Yes.
You're still taking applicants? You're always taking applicants?
Always taking applicants.
And what grades do you have right now?
Kindergarten through 6th grade.
And you're expanding. The plan is to go beyond that.
Absolutely. I mean, fortunately, right now, we are actually at a waiting list. People are waiting to get into the school, and we're excited about the expansion.
And once again, the big event is tonight at 5:45. It's going to be at the school itself. It's cool, smooth, and jazzy, unlimited. It's going to be a celebrity benefit, hair and fashion show, and the money that they make from a lot of fun goes to your organization.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, Tim.
Yeah, you too.
Tell the kids I said go to college.
Thank you.
And hang in there.
We will.
That's what we have to do. Many thanks, Tim Golder. We appreciate it. Once again, the big event is going to be at the school, 12601 Shaker Boulevard, this evening, beginning at 5:45. Right. Taking a break right now. In a moment, we'll hear from Marsha Maccabee of the Urban League after this. This is the Morning Exchange segment where Marsha Maccabee of Kaleidoscope comes along and gives us her thoughts about what's going on at the Urban League. Hey, Marsha.
Hey, Leon, how are you today?
I'm just fine, and you're doing well.
I'm doing well, and as a matter of fact, I tell you, my thoughts are all consumed this week because our Equal Opportunity Day luncheon is coming up this week on Friday, November the 15th at the Hilton Garden Inn downtown, and we have two dynamite speakers who are going to be on board. We have Sydney Hacker, who is the Senior Policy Officer for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and we have a special treat as well from the White House. That is David Johns, who's the Executive Director of the White House Initiative on Educational Excellence for African Americans, and we're very excited about
You got some high-powered speakers coming in.
We do.
You always have a big event. This is always a big one.
We do. And Dominion and American Family are continuing again to be our sponsors this year, and we also have something very special every year in that you're usually our MC.
I'm going to be your MC once
Very
again.
good.
Friday, Friday, November the 15th at the Hilton Garden Inn. We've been doing this for years, and we have a little act that we put together.
We do. And we have a good time as always.
But this is a major fundraiser for the Urban League of Greater Cleveland.
It is. But it also is going to launch a very important announcement that we're going to be making about our role in this whole equity and excellence in education here in the city of Cleveland.
I've got 30 seconds remaining. Okay. Are tickets still available?
Tickets, we have a few tickets still available. So you can call the Urban League and we'll be happy to help you. And there are a few nonprofit tickets available this year at a reduced cost.
Urban League's number is 216-622-0999. Once again, it's the Hilton Garden Inn, Friday, November the 15th, the Equal Opportunity Day luncheon of the Urban League. That's going to do it for us. Take care.
Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.